Oh, Mr. Gordon. I would wish you a nice day, but that is not what it is today. To what do I owe you a visit?
Well, you told me yesterday to come over.
Let us not discuss things outside in the rain. Please, follow me. Better, is it not? Do you mind going down to the morgue with me? I have a lot of work to do. We can speak there.
Not a problem. Let's go.
Watch out for the steps. There's not much light in here, and the dampness can make your footing dangerous. So, what would you like to know?
I have returned as per our conversation yesterday. This won't take long. I would only like to ask a couple of questions.
Let me guess. This is about William, right?
Yes. You mentioned some bad burns on his body.
On the chest area, to be more specific. Yes.
So?
So, what?
When we talked yesterday, you said you would tell me more about it. That is why I am here.
Is that what I said? Well, I can only repeat what I have already told you. Massive burns on the chest caused by an unknown object.
Is that all? An unknown object? What you're saying is different from what you already told me.
I cannot remember. Those were just initial theories, anyway. I have recorded everything in the post-mortem account. Shall I quote from it?
That won't be necessary. It seems Dr. Hermann has lost his memory since yesterday.
Why is he concealing what he originally wanted to tell me after we had first met? That death report would interest me, but not in his presence.
I spoke with Detective Collier about Henry's death.
It was inevitable that he would end this way. He was a lost cause.
What do you mean?
Well, it certainly was not the first time something happened to that man after he drank himself into a stupor. I know this well because it was I who had to restore him to normalcy after the other bouts. It was not usually serious. However, on this occasion, he overestimated his capacity for drink for the last time.
This is rather awkward, but you see, Henry had something important that belongs to me. I have looked just about everywhere and have not found it. So it occurred to me that he might have had it with him, and that you...
So, what is this it supposed to be?
Actually, it's just a small piece of paper, but it's very important. Otherwise, I would not ask you.
You want me to search his personal belongings?
I would be grateful if you would do that, Doctor.
Gordon, that parcel is part of the evidence. I cannot just remove something and give it to you until the police have completed their investigations.
But that something was mine.
No matter. Until the case is officially closed, I cannot even show you any of those things.
I understand. Thank you, Doctor. At least I know where that blasted bill of exchange is. Doctor, do you think you could go outside for a moment so I could have a look around? I could forget my wallet on the table when you return.
Excuse me? If I had not known your family for so long, I would be offended. Look, I can see where you're coming from. I already told you the parcel has to stay sealed until the investigation is over. So forget it.
The lid is held shut by a large padlock. A lot of torn papers are on the top. Somebody must have disposed of them only a little while ago. They're not wet. I'll have a look at them.
It was torn to pieces. Obviously, they didn't want anyone to read it. Dear H, my next delivery will reach you soon.
Delivery will reach you soon. You need not worry. Everything has gone smoothly. No one knows anything, and that is how it is going to stay. Do not forget that what I am doing here is for the good of science, and without your help, I would be unable to continue my research. I will send you my results, as usual, within the next month.
H. Hermann is likely the addressee, but who's hiding behind the R? What kind of delivery are they talking about in that letter?
Yes?
Samuel Gordon, please let me in, Doctor. I need to speak to you.
Yes, come in. I am downstairs, in the morgue.
Empty photographic developer canisters. Hermann apparently takes the photos for death reports himself. I cannot take the keys while Hermann is watching me. Hermann uses it to carry the bodies. There are some things contaminated with blood. I'm not going to mess with it.
Dr. Hermann, I would like to speak to you.
Just a moment. So, what brings you here?
I've noticed the place can also serve as a dark room.
Yes, I'm developing the autopsy photographs here. No one provides such services in the village. It is almost like the Middle Ages around here. Nevertheless, one eventually gets used to it. Are you asking because you'd like to have some photographs developed? You see, Gordon, this is not a copier for tourists. You are standing in a morgue.
Oh yes, that's quite apparent. I only need very few pictures, though.
All right then. but I will only do this because of my friendship for your family. Give it to me.
Thank you, Doctor.
Hold on. I would like something in return. I cannot get you the picture without it anyway. I have run out of toner. Would you bring me some from the village?
Didn't you just say that no one could provide that kind of service in the village?
Yes, and they do not. I have an agreement with old Murray. He orders me supplies from town. Tell him the toner is for me. He will gladly sell it to you.
Right. I'll be back.